one of the most gut-wrenching losses of the season, Indiana fumbled away what had been one of its finest comebacks of the season, falling 112-111 to the Boston Celtics on Monday night at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Leading by one and needing to take fouls to close out the game, an errant pass by Bojan Bogdanovic during a keepaway moment resulted in a steal from Terry Rozier, who took it the length of the court and put in the game-winning layup, spoiling Indiana's 19-point comeback. Just moments before, Indiana's leading scorer Victor Oladipo rose up and drilled a no-doubt three-pointer, giving Indiana a 3-point lead. With 5:23 remaining in the fourth quarter, Oladipo got loose on the fast break, converting on a layup to make it a 5-point game. As Celtics head coach Brad Stevens called timeout, the packed building rose to its feet when Oladipo did his now signature pointing to the court, a symbol for protecting home court. For the next 2 minutes, the teams traded buckets, with Indiana getting 2 baskets off of offensive rebounds as Thaddeus Young and Lance Stephenson both mixed it up in the paint to keep the Pacers within striking distance. At the 2-minute mark, the Pacers struck again, as Domantas Sabonis drained a jumper to bring Indiana within 3. On Indiana's next possession, Oladipo appeared shot out of a cannon, breaking down the open court and converting on his 3rd and 1 of the night, tying the game at 100. Unfortunately for the Pacers, Kyrie Irving struck on the other end, getting a jumper to fall. But Indiana went to the well again, as Oladipo executed a perfect scoop layup to tie the game. After successfully defending the Celtics and securing the rebound, the ball found its way back into the hands of Oladipo, whose 3-point shot sailed directly through the center of basket, putting the Pacers up by 3 with 52. Two seconds left in the game. Coming out of a Boston timeout, Lance Stephenson quickly disrupted the Celtics, forcing a quick turnover as Indiana got the ball back into the hands of Oladipo, who once again connected on a scoop layup. The bucket put Indiana up by 5 with 31.3 remaining. But Boston wasn't done. The Celtics played the foul game, getting a layup by Marcus Smart and a 3-pointer from Irving to keep it a dangerous one-possession game. It was then that the Pacers had their critical error, fumbling the game away in the heartbreaking defeat as Rozier streaked down the court for the game winner with under 2 seconds remaining. For Indiana, Victor Oladipo was his usual impressive self, leading the team in scoring with 38 points, 30 of which came in the thrilling second half. But for Boston, Kyrie Irving was a nearly unstoppable offensive force, racking up 30 points and passing out 4 assists as the Celtics managed to steal a win. From the start of the night, it was clear why the Celtics were owners of the best record in the Eastern Conference, as Jaylen Brown drained back-to-back 3-pointers to finish off a 10-0 Boston run to open the game. But even after Pacers head coach Nate McMillan called a timeout to slow the run, Boston's offense stayed red-hot, making its first 10 shots from the field to build a 23-8 lead over Indiana just minutes into the game. As Indiana's bench entered into the game, the Pacers were able to make a brief run, getting the score to 31-17, but the Celtics closed the opening quarter strong as Marcus Smart finished the frame off with a three-pointer, one of his makes from long range, to put Boston up 38-21. Holiday packs, 5 great games plus gear for the holidays starting at just $125 in the second quarter. The Pacers' offense found some traction as Indiana lit off on an 11-3 run to get the deficit back to single digits. When Thaddeus Young connected on a hook shot to make it a 52-41 Celtics lead, Boston head coach Brad Stevens called for timeout with 4:22 remaining in the first half. In the final 2 minutes of the half, however, Boston was able to regain its edge, using a three-pointer from Smart, an alley-oop dunk from Al Horford, and a layup from Brown to give itself a comfortable 15-point lead at the break. During the third quarter, the Pacers began to mount a charge. Using stifling defense to slow down what had seemingly been an unstoppable Celtics offense, Indiana limited Boston to just 12 points over the first 8:15 of the quarter as Oladipo began to catch fire on offense. Indiana's leading scorer converted on an and-one, then followed it up with another fast break bucket less than a minute later, bringing the score to a 74-98 Celtics lead. As the Celtics signaled for timeout, the crowd at the Fieldhouse erupted, applauding the Pacers, who had managed to climb out a 19-point hole. Out of the timeout, Boston scored 5 quick points. But Indiana was undeterred, with Oladipo continuing to fill up the cup, scoring 16 of his 20 points in the third quarter to bring the score to an 85-78 Celtics lead entering the fourth quarter of action in Indy. In the fourth, despite the Pacers outscoring the Celtics 33-27, Rozier's final layup proved to be the difference, sending the Pacers to their third consecutive home loss. Pacers primary logo blanket, $20. The game night special can be purchased at the Pacers team store on game day as well as online from 10 a.m. midnight.